Okay, hello sir, how are you?
Yes, ma'am. What about you?
Yeah, I'm also good. Thank you so much. And we are meeting the very first time. Would you introduce yourself? I want to know about you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, I would love to introduce myself. My name is Gyanan from UP in Lucknow. Here I'm living in a small village, and since I'm living in a small village, so of course I have some work, farm related work, and also some animals. I just take care of them, and I have this YouTube channel which I have been running for 1.5 years. My YouTube channel name is English with Village Blog. That's all about me.
Okay, good to know about you.
Yeah, so please introduce yourself, ma'am.
Sure, I will introduce myself. I'm Chitra. I was born and brought up in Pondicherry, but I'm currently living in Kolkata. I have been living here for the past 5 years. I have completed masters in management. I worked in corporate sector and I'm married. I'm a mother of two children. If I talk about my hobbies, it changes every day. Nowadays, I love to learn languages, especially Hindi and Bengali. And also, I'm so passionate about English language and I love interacting with people. That's all about me.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So you have been learning so many languages like Hindi and English and one more. Which one is
Bengali.
Bengali? Oh, what is your native language?
Basically, I'm from Pondicherry, so my mother tongue is Tamil.
Tamil. Okay. I think I can't understand even a single word in Tamil if you speak something. So but you are learning Hindi. Hindi is my native language, it's my mother tongue. So how are you learning English and Hindi and Bengali?
Okay, basically I'm from South India, so my mother tongue Tamil, and I'm talking to you English also. But after I got married, I settled in Kolkata. But here, I struggling a lot because most of the people are speaking their own mother tongue, especially Hindi and Bengali. So definitely, I want to improve my communication skills, especially Hindi and Bengali. So that's why I must say I'm beginner to these two languages, especially Hindi and Bengali. But I'm trying little bit. Maybe I will get my fluency within short period of time. But I'm trying so hard to learn these two languages.
Yeah, of course. And I think you can learn easily because you have environment Hindi and Bengali. For that, you can visit like Bengal and here like India, anywhere you can go and you can find people talking in Hindi. So you have environment for Hindi language and Bengali. But if I talk about English, so English is also can be learned easily nowadays. We have social media. We have so many people to talk. So
Mhm.
which language is difficult for you, like to learn? Hindi,
Repeat
English,
again.
Bengali. Which language is tough for you to learn? Hindi, English, Bengali? Which one?
Okay. I have done all my educational only in English medium. So English is my passion always. So I'm not struggling to learn English because I can create a, English environment with me. So English is easy for me because when I make conversation with others, I feel so comfortable and also I feel so happy to speak with others. But I must say Hindi is so difficult for me because now I'm in Bengali. So here
Yeah,
most of the people are speaking Bengali, no,
Bengali.
compared to Hindi. Suppose if I live in Mumbai, I would say Bengali is difficult language because Mumbai people mostly speaking Hindi. So that's why I must say Hindi is difficult for me, but not difficult. I want to make conversation with others. I want to create more environment so that maybe I can Hindi within a short period of time. I think so. Then how many languages do you know for?
Ah, I know only Hindi. Hindi is my mother tongue. And yes, if I talk about this language, so English is my second language. Now I'm trying to learn this. And of course, it's really, really easy to learn languages these days. If you have social media, we can take advantage of social media, so we can learn any language easily. Yeah, by with consistency, and we can get environment. We have so many people from different state. We can connect each other easily. So that's great. Earlier, it was quite difficult to learn any language. in English and any other language. So it was quite difficult for that time. But now, just because of social media, we can learn any language. And of course, I must say that earlier I didn't know even ABCD in this language, related this language. But now, uh, since I got this mobile and I started learning, so I solved my so many doubts, and it became like easy for me to learn this language. Now I can connect with people easily, no matter whether they are a teacher, trainer, or they are a native speaker. And now I can speak. It's like English has become my native language as well, so I can talk to easily. It's like this; these are languages, so we can overpower them by speaking again and again. We must get habit to use and speak every day. If we are not speaking, of course, it's really, really difficult for us. And if we are speaking every day, we have friend to speak in different languages. So of course, you can learn any language easily, by speaking only. So that's
Yeah, I can see you. I can
hmm.
see you because you are speaking so good, and you are saying English also. It's your native language. Definitely, it's appreciable thing because you are practice on regular basis. That's why you are getting this much of fluency. I think so. And do you spend how many people do you connect in a regular basis?
With how many people do I connect every day? So,
Hmm.
see, I rarely talk to people, and I have some students. I just teach them this language. So that is why I know so many structure. And even by teaching, we also improve a lot. So that is how I'm learning English, and it's great. And people say that in order to learn this language, we must go through so many things like reading, writing, and so many things, but I don't think so. If you have passion to learn this language, so you can learn English, and you can listen your heart and mind, because they are going to work for you. So I must say that I never ever wrote even a single word. I never ever read any book. I didn't have any book, and I didn't hire any teacher, nor did I go for any institute. I learned English being at home easily, doing my farm related work, and grazing animals. And of course, I have learned English by myself without anything. Yeah, but I must say that with the help of social media, I have done this. Otherwise, it was totally like harder to grab for me earlier. So of course, whenever I make solo videos, so in my videos, I tell people that you can also learn English. This is great. This is easy language. If you have passion, so you can learn. And don't think that I don't have environment, I don't have teacher, and I don't have person to talk. Of course, first thing first, you just work on some basic things and just try to speak by yourself. When once you gain confidence, of course you are going to talk to people, and don't think about your mistakes. Of course, I make even million mistake. I don't care about my mistake. Why should I care? Because of course I'm improving. It is not my native language. So if you are stopping yourself again,
Definitely.
think that okay, whenever I speak, so I get stuck and I make so many mistakes. So don't stop yourself. Just speak. Whatever you know, just speak and learn. If you have any doubt, so you can solve your doubt on social media. You don't need to hire any teacher and trainer, and don't go anywhere. And even you don't need to waste your time. So anywhere, anytime you can learn this language, and just be consistent and find people to talk. And nowadays we can easily get people through social media. Yeah.
Okay. And nowadays people are struggling to learn these languages. Most of the people, say, I don't have any partner to speak with this language. How can I create environment to speak to others? And what do you think about that? Because, nowadays the people are saying it is on regular basis because everyone has mobile phone. So I'm in Kolkata, you are at some way. So we are connecting each other because of this network, even technology, mobile as well. So
Correct.
still now people are blaming to some other people, some other technology, some other things. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, of course, I must say that if we have social media, so we don't need to think a lot for anything, for language. Actually, when I started learning English, so I also had lots of doubt, and I was thinking that what should I do? And so many people say that like used to say that you Gyanin, you should write, you should read book, you should go for any teacher and institute, and they told me so many things. And they also misguide me, saying that, until you learn idiom phrases and so many fancy word, until you work on your pronunciation and so many things, like they told me at the beginning. I felt bored. I think, oh my, who can do such kind of thing? It's like difficult for me. It's like, oh my god, how can I do such kind of thing? It's like too much for me. But when I felt that, okay, I'm not going to do so many things at the same time. I'm going to work on some basic things. So I worked on basic basic things, sorry. So I worked for some basic thing, like such as I learned tenses and some basic words, and then I started speaking by myself. So whenever I got time, I spoke. And when I of course, at the first time, like when I spoke one word, so it was harder to grab for me to speak even single word with my mouth. So but when I started speaking, I started forcing myself to speak every day, speak every day, speak every day. So yeah, by doing this, I started speaking something. Then I started talking about my past time, present time, future time. And by this way, I started describing so many things. And I gained confidence that yes, now I can speak. And then I got this mobile and I solved so many doubts. And I started speaking. I practiced a lot by myself. And then I started getting people and on like Skype and through my YouTube channel, and I started talking to them. And of course, I earlier I was able to speak, but if I talk about confidence, so I didn't have confidence. I used to be a shy person, but when I started I when when I started talking on video call, I removed my hesitation and shyness. Yeah, at the beginning it was harder to crack for me when I attended one first session, two session, three session. So there I used to get stuck, and I used to be feel uncomfortable with people, but since I started doing this, I didn't stop myself doing such kind of thing, that okay, I'm making mistake, my English is not good, people are speaking very fluently but I'm not. But I said, okay, okay, let it be. If they are able to speak, so okay, whatever I know I'm going to speak, and whatever I want to know I'm going to ask. So I didn't stop myself, and I kept on speaking. So my that habit made me like this, and that is how I'm just learning English. So by this way, of course,
Definitely.
people should not listen to so many people at the same time, because so many people say that you have to do this, you have to do that, and learn this, learn that. So I think whatever your heart says, you just follow that. You know your interest. How come anyone tell you that you have to do this, you have to do? Such as I hate writing. I never ever wrote in a single word, like with my hand. I never ever wrote. Literally, I'm telling you. And I hate reading books. So without reading, without writing, and of course I can speak. So speaking is a skill, you can gain it. It depends on you that what you like. So I love listening people. So I used to listen a lot, and from them I learned so many vocabs and their way of speaking, and their attitude, and I got so many things from there. I didn't force myself to learn this word, that, etc., this one, and work on your pronunciation, and why don't you improve your accent. So I didn't work for that. But I didn't force myself to do this and do that. So whatever I felt good, I did that. So with the help of this, because if you are making yourself uncomfortable with this language, of course you are going to feel bored. So it is really very difficult. So don't feel bored, and whatever your heart says, just do that. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Because you are saying everything is right. Because, nowadays people are thinking, even they need to spend more time on even speaking, writing, listening, everything. But I think, I'm so surprised because of you, because you said you don't like even reading, you don't like even writing, but you are speaking so good because of, I think you are listening so much of videos, because maybe you got something, English podcast, any native speakers videos. That's why you got this much of fluency, because of your hard work, discipline, and consistency. You are in this level, I think so. And I have one more question to you. only listening, you are listening to some other videos, only listening is enough for you. You have to speak in English because that is the real thing, because that is my native language also, Tamil. How I learned that language, I only listen to some other people, so that's why I learned some even words, sentences from some other people. So that's why I'm speaking. I don't know any other grammar, especially in my own mother tongue, Tamil. The same as many people applied something to English. So I think you are the good example for all, because some people don't like even reading, writing, all the time they are complaining to some other people. So what do you think about that? Only listening is enough to learn English language. And then my one more question, how do you listen some other podcast, and how do you choose some other videos, and how do you listen that? Tell me about that.
Yeah, of course, sure. And see, it depends on you what you like. You like reading, writing, and listening. So it depends on you. I'm not going to say that you have to do this, you have to do that. It depends. It is totally depend on you what you like. So if you like listening, of course you are going to get so many things from listening because you like. And if you don't like writing, so how can you learn anything from writing? And if you don't like reading, so how can you learn from reading? Because you are not going to write. It means you are forcing yourself to write and read. So whatever you like, that thing you have to follow. And of course I don't listen so many people that okay, today I'm watching this video, so tomorrow I'm going to watch that different video. No, I just follow two to three like a speaker, and I listen to them. And I, because I'm listening, I have been listening them for long period of time, so that is why I can know that what kind of words they use while speaking, and what is their way of speaking, so I can easily catch them. And when I speak to anyone, so I stop myself, but I don't know why, but I started copy I started getting their accent and getting their words. I have listened a lot them, so that is why their words start coming in my mind and I started speaking. So it's really very easy, because when we for ourselves that okay, I'm going to recall that word while speaking which I learned from that book, from that thing. So it is really very difficult. But if you listen, so of course you are going to elaborate in front of people, because you have listened, you are listening, you have listened already so many things. So your mind can catch, your mind can provide you so many things, so many words, so many structure, and how you are going to reply. uh, so that is how I must say that if you like reading, so you must go for reading. If you like writing, you must go for writing. And if you have time, if you love all the thing, you can go for all the thing, because all the thing are going to work for going to work for you. So I'm not going to say that don't read book and don't write anything. Of course, if you like, go for that. Of course you are going to be fluent soon. Those things, of course, they will work for you. So yeah, anyhow you have to know your interest, what you like. If you like watching so many cartoon videos, if you like watching some like Hollywood movies, so just go, because where you can not only watching them, and you also you like watching them, so that is why you can spend lots of time over there. And if I suppose I don't like reading and I'm reading, so it's like I'm forcing myself to read. So it's like, oh, it's really, really difficult for me, I'm not going to write. And it's like you are going to make yourself feel bad and so many things at the same time. So don't do that. Whatever you like, you do. That thing you have to do. So
Definitely, agreed your valid points, because you are saying beautifully. When we have to force something, we don't get any interest, we get any fluency, any good result as well. Because don't want to force anybody, because I think English is just a language. So don't take English as a subject. So we have to be happy and enjoy, and more focus on that language. Definitely, we get good fluency within a short period of time. Definitely, if I like listen, I want to listen some podcasts. If I want to read something, if I like read, I want to read something. So don't want to force anything, and don't want to follow any kind of technique. I think we want to analyze ourselves. Suppose if I want to listen something, I like listen, I want to listen something. If I want to read, I want to read, because based upon my interest, based upon my analysis, after my judgment, my English level is good. So these all the techniques I must say. So you are saying it's good. And do you have any question to me? Because already it's 19 minutes.
yeah, yeah, videos. big. And of course, I must say that we should follow only one or two or three tutor, and we should listen them. Don't run after so many things, because if you are listening particular person, so of course you can like steal his word and his all the thing, but easily. So that's great. And if you are doing so many things at the same time, and if you think that in order to learn this language, I have to work on my pronunciation, I have to work on accent, and I have to learn so many words, idiom, phrases. So forget about all the thing. No one can learn so many things at the same time. If you are able to speak with the basic with the help of basic thing, of course this is everything. All the magic is hidden in basic thing. People say advanced is different, basic is different, and I think that advanced is like everything is basic. Forget about advanced thing, because if you are able to speak, of course advanced thing will come to you by itself, automatically, by listening, by talking. Now you are able to talk, so everything will come to you. You don't need to force yourself to learn any word, any idiom, phrases. By listening you can gain all the things. So yeah, thank you so much, man, that you have given me your precious time, and I enjoyed a lot talking to you. So, okay, we will meet.
Okay, it was definitely it was a nice session with you, and we have free time. We will connect you soon. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, bye, have a nice day.